Hey guys, welcome to yet another video. My name is Ian, I'm Ian the Reader, and today I have a tag for you. Not like a traditional book tag, but an About Me tag. Yay. So this is the 25 questions tag. I was tagged by the awesome Fina over at Fina Reads. I really enjoyed watching her version of this video. Thank you, Fina, for tagging me. You know, I'm always down for a cool tag, and I really appreciate it. I don't know if you guys are interested in this video though, to be honest, because I'm just gonna be talking about myself. So if you've ever wanted to know about the Ian the Reader, this is your opportunity, huzzah. But anyway, I have not read any of these questions. I watched Fina's video, but it's been like probably 2 or 3 weeks since she tagged me in it and since she posted the video, so I really can't remember what these questions are, so we're just gonna go with it. Hopefully I have answers to all these questions, we'll see. But before we get into all that, I did wanna talk tea real quick. So my tea of today is just a chamomile tea because it is currently about 10:30 in the evening. I only had time to film in the evening. It's been a little bit crazy. I'll elaborate on that in a little bit, but I'm drinking a chamomile tea. I have this nice graduation cool hat cup that my wife got me when I graduated with my bachelor's degree, and this chamomile is really nice. I'm enjoying it. I don't really drink a lot of chamomile tea, but I'm enjoying this one. And the reason I'm drinking it is because one of my awesome employees from this job that I just left, which again, I'll get into in a little bit, got me this collection of tea. It's so cool because it's bookish and it's tea, which is like, those are like my two favorite things. But this is called Library of Tea. It has 48 tea bags, and like there are different books, and when you open it, like you take out the book and you get the tea bags out of the inside. I think it's so cool. And there is Earl Grey, English breakfast, chamomile, jasmine, mint, green, blueberry, lemon tea. There are like so many great options. This was such a nice gift. I really enjoyed it. So that's my tea of the day. But anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the questions. I have them written over here, so don't be surprised if I'm doing a lot of reading. Question number 1 is, what is your channel about? I don't know, books? Yeah, books. I like to do a lot of different videos. I do reading vlogs pretty frequently, I feel like, kind of like one a month. And now that I've gotten a lot busier this year, maybe not quite one a month, but I enjoy doing reading vlogs. I do a lot of book tags. I do some book reviews, not a lot, because I feel like those don't get a lot of attention. People just don't really care about book reviews as much, apparently, even though that's why we're here, right? But yeah, I just like talking about fantasy books and mystery thriller and really just any genre I'm down for. So that's what my channel's about. Question number 2 is, how old are you? I am 25, which is weird to say. I've been 25 for like over 6 months, so I should be used to it by now. But I feel like 25 is one of those numbers that like I just never thought of myself of ever reaching for some reason, if that makes sense. Like not like one of those, I thought I was gonna die young things, but like 25 seems like a real number, man. So yeah, I'm 25. Question number 3 is, what is your relationship status? I am married. My wife and I have been married for about 4 years, actually more than 4 years. So 4.5 coming up. Actually, that's not true. It's like 4 years and 2 months. But yeah, my wife is amazing. We met working at Starbucks, and we've been together for about 6 years, and she's just my whole world. She's amazing. Question number 4, I think this is 4, is, did you go to college / occupation? So this is like 2 questions in one. So yes, I did go to college. As I said, I would elaborate on. I actually just graduated with my bachelor's degree in English in August of 2021. It was a long journey. I was in undergrad for like 7 years. It was a lot. But yeah, I did just graduate with that, and I actually just started my graduate degree on Monday. So on Monday, I'm filming this on Tuesday night, so I started it yesterday. It's gonna be interesting. It's in human resources and employment law, so haha. As far as occupation goes, I was a store manager with Starbucks for quite a while. I was with that company for about 8 years, and I just left that job last week, so there's a lot of change going on in my life. I start my new job tomorrow morning, so that's why I'm drinking chamomile tea, and I'm filming this pretty quick because I gotta be up early for my new job. It's work from home, which I've never done before, so we'll see if that goes. Question number 5 is, where are you from? So I have lived in Texas most of my life, and kind of like the Fort Worth area, and I like it. I don't love it, to be honest. The weather's kind of crazy and unpredictable. It's hot most of the time. Like on Christmas Day it was like 82, but then like the next week it was in the 20s. So we also had like a crazy winter freeze where we all lost power and stuff last year. That was crazy, so hopefully that doesn't happen again this year. Question number 6 is, looking back, what would you have told your 10-year-old self? Shut up. If that makes sense, like, don't get on Facebook, don't do that, and like, I mean, my 10-year-old self didn't have one yet, but like 12, 13, I definitely got one, and oh my gosh, it's embarrassing. But I guess be yourself, but quietly. If that makes sense, like, I guess don't feel self-conscious, but also don't just say whatever's on your mind. I don't know, this doesn't make any sense. I guess I would have a lot to say to that 10-year-old guy, like, You're in for some stuff, man, but you'll turn out okay. You'll have a really beautiful wife and beautiful kids, and yeah, everything's gonna be okay. Question number 7, tell us about your family. Okay, so like I said, I am married. My wife and I have 2 beautiful kids, a 2-year-old son and a 5-month-old daughter. We have the most beautiful family in the world. We also have a cat named Cece. She's over here. Maybe I can get her to come over here. Cece, you wanna say hi? Cece, she's very fluffy. I'm very close with my family. We're actually part of a book club. My brothers and I and my dad and my stepmom and my aunt and my wife, and yeah, it's just a lot. So we read a lot of books together. I think it's really beautiful. I love my family, they're the best. And I know you're all watching this, not all of you, but some of you, so hi guys. Question number whatever, because I've lost count, is what is your favorite holiday? I love Christmas, especially now that I have kids. Like, my son was just old enough now this year to really get excited about Christmas. He would wander around the house on Christmas Eve and be like, where's Santa, and stuff like that. So that was really nice. I really love getting to have that experience with him, but I love me some Thanksgiving dinner. Next question is, you have no budget, what is your dream vacation? Does that mean I can spend as much as I want on it? I don't know. I'd love to do okay, actually I do know. Personally, I would love to tour Europe and go to a bunch of famous bookstores and things like that, because literally anywhere that I go on vacation, my wife knows this, I'm gonna try to find whatever bookstore is closest to wherever we're going so that I can go there. I actually have a small collection of books where basically anytime I travel, no matter where it is, if it's a city I've never been to before, if it's in the state I live in, maybe not, but if it's a state I've never been to before, then I get a book. Whether that's at the airport or a bookstore or things like that, I try to get a book everywhere I go, and I mark on the inside where it's from and when I went there. So I have a book from Chicago, I have a book from Nebraska, I have a book from San Francisco, I have a book from, not Orlando, wow, New Orleans. So yeah, I try to do that everywhere I go, and I would love to do that throughout Europe. I think that'd be really interesting. Next question is, name your biggest pet peeves. My biggest pet peeves. I feel like I don't have a ton of them. My biggest pet peeves. My biggest pet peeves, when people don't subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Next question is, what book changed your life? So I actually have a really good answer for this one. So when I was 18, 19 years old, I kind of got depressed for a little while just because of some stuff going on in my personal life, and I was really struggling. And I discovered a book that I really picked up on a whim, and I didn't think I was gonna love, and it meant so much to me, to the point that I read it every year, 6 years in a row. This last year, 2021, was the first year that I had not read it. It was just busy, and I kind of wanted to wait. I've read it in every format that I can. I've read it physically, I have read it on an ebook, I've read it as an audiobook, I've read it aloud to my wife, and yeah, I love it. This book is The Story Life of A.J. Fickery by Gabrielle Zevin. For a long time I said it was my favorite book, and in some ways it is, because it has impacted me the most in my life, because it's one of those books that just came at the exact right time. I needed hope, I needed something to really just make me feel something really good, and The Story Life of A.J. Fickery did that for me, and so it very much impacted my life. It means a lot to me. I love the story, it is beautiful. It's not perfect, don't get me wrong, but I love it so much. Next question is, what simple invention improved the world? What is this? What is this question? I don't know. I guess tea bags, so you don't have to do loose leaf tea, because I have no idea how to do loose leaf tea, and I love drinking tea. So that's a simple invention, and it improved the world. It improved my world. There you go. Next question is, what are your favorite movies and or TV shows? So my favorite movie of all time is Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. I could watch that movie every day practically and never get tired of it, because there's just so much going on to it, and I feel like every time I watch it I get something else out of it. It's so beautiful and heartbreaking and bittersweet. Incredible movie. I also love Arrival. That's a really great movie. I love Parasite. I think that's really great. Obviously, all the Marvel stuff I adore. No Way Home, man, so good. I don't know, those are some of my favorite movies. I also really love Inception. I could go on and on. I really like movies. TV shows I'm not as good about. My favorite TV shows of all time are Game of Thrones, New Girl, How I Met Your Mother, Psych, and Sherlock. I guess those are probably my top 5 or whatever. But I really don't keep up with TV shows very well. I don't always watch the most recent seasons, and I just don't have a lot of time for watching TV these days, so I'm behind. You notice all the shows that I've talked about haven't had a recent season in, probably 3 or 4 years at least. Sorry. I would love TV show recommendations though. Let me know what you're interested in or what your favorite shows are, because yeah, maybe I could watch some TV. That'd be nice. Next question is describe yourself using 3 fictional characters. Okay, this is interesting. I guess Ron Weasley, because I'm kind of a dope, but I'm lovable. Samwise Gamgee, because I'm very loyal and I care very deeply about the people that are in my life. And I'm having a hard time with the third one. Sherlock Holmes, because I'm a know-it-all, I guess. Sure, why not? Like I said, I really didn't prepare for this at all. I didn't read the questions and I haven't seen the video in ages, so haha, sorry. Next question is, what was your dream job? Okay, so I had 2. So I wanted to be a singer for a long time and like a singer-songwriter. I actually really was into my music. I started out as a music major in college. That didn't last long because I was miserable doing that. But I also had like a YouTube channel for my music and an Instagram for my music, and I even like went and auditioned on The Voice and had like a blind audition and all that jazz. And yeah, it's really great. I would have liked that, but at the same time, like I don't know necessarily that I would have enjoyed like the constant movement of it. You know, like if you want to be like a singer or whatever, you tour a lot and things like that. And I like being planted in my house. Not like, I'm an extrovert, so I like getting out of the house, but I like having a home to come home to every day. So I don't think I would have loved that. Maybe being a songwriter, but just being like a writer in general, that's the one that really is like, is my dream job and has been my dream job. Like when I was a kid, I had like a notebook where I would just write down like story ideas and things like that, and I had a ton of them. I had one in there that I swear Pixar ripped off when they made Inside Out. I mean, they obviously didn't, but it was similar to that, and it was like years before that movie came out. But yeah, I would love to be a writer. That is my dream job. I like every year or so, I like try to write a novel, and I get like 20,000 words into it, and then I get busy and stuff like that. You know, I have kids and I'm in school and all that jazz, yada, yada, yada. But yeah, being a writer would be great. That's my dream job. Next question is, if magic was real, what spell would you learn first? That one that like helps you find stuff. What is it? I don't remember. Harry Potter uses it in like the 4th one during the Triwizard Tournament to like bring something to him that he needs. Accio. It's Accio. I remember the next morning. I can't remember what it is, but yeah, I lose stuff all the time. Like I lose my wallet, I lose my keys, I lose my hat. I had to go find my hat. I didn't know where I put it when I was making this video. Yeah, so I would just need the one that helps you find stuff. That's what I need in my life. The next question is, what is a favorite childhood memory? So for this one, when I was growing up, every summer, or like maybe not every summer, but most summers, my family at the very start of the summer, my brothers and I and my parents would each write down the name of a book we were interested in reading, and we would put it on a little piece of paper and we put it in a hat and we would draw it. And essentially, whatever book we chose from that selection would be the book that we would read out loud together that summer. And every time we were in the car, one of my parents would be driving and the other one would be reading. We would like sit in the living room in the evenings and we would read and stuff like that. And it was just something that I have a lot of really great memories of, like experiencing those stories together and talking about them and things like that. We read some really great books. We read all of the Percy Jackson series as they were coming out. We read The Hobbit. We read The Chronicles of Narnia. We read this really great series called The Castaways of the Flying Dutchman by Brian Jacques, who wrote Redwall. That is one of his other series that is totally underrated. We read Animal Farm by George Orwell. We read a lot of books, and that's just something that is so special to me, like having experienced that. It's definitely something I want to do with my kids. My wife and I read out loud to each other all the time, and obviously like I read books to my kids, but they're so little. But yeah, that's a really special memory to me of growing up, and I definitely want to carry that on with my kids. Next question is, what is your favorite social media platform and why? So, I'm not the best about social media. I guess if you count YouTube, I would say YouTube. But other than that, Instagram is really the only one that I enjoy. I hate Facebook. I have it, but every time I get on there, I kind of hate myself for it, and I end up deleting the app off my phone, and then I download it again to post pictures of my kids or whatever, but Facebook's okay. I love Instagram. I used to do Twitter when I was like in high school and like early college, but that got really annoying for me personally as well. I can't get on board with TikTok. I know that's where like a lot of things are at these days and what's like the most popular thing, but I don't get it. Maybe I will one day, but not now. And then I don't really use Snapchat or anything like that either. So yeah, really just like YouTube and Instagram. Those are my jams. Next question is, if you could pick any book character, who would you spend the day with? I guess like, I don't know, who would I want to spend the day with? Most book characters I'm content to leave inside of a book, you know, especially because you get like their whole thought processes and things like that, and so you really know them very intimately. And so it'd probably be weird because they'd be like, "Who are you?" And I'd be like, "I know your deepest, darkest secrets." Ha ha ha. So maybe none. I guess like my favorite literary characters, I guess I'd like to interact with the Fool from the Realm of the Otherlings by Robin Hobb, just because the Fool's such an interesting character, and every word out of the Fool's mouth is just so interesting and like thought-provoking and like unexpected. So I think it'd be really interesting to spend the day with the Fool. So there you go. Next question is, what's your spirit animal? So I took like a dumb quiz on this at one point, and it said a kingfisher, which is like a bird that I don't know very much about. Don't know if that's true. I don't know. I think that I have a lot of energy, so maybe something like, I'm like a prairie dog, man. I got that prairie dog color down, and I'm just hopping around, poking my head out of the ground and being like, hey, what's up? I'm a prairie dog, I guess. I don't know. This is such a hard question to answer. I have no idea. Maybe I'm an otter. I'd like to be an otter. I love otters. Next question is, what old person thing do you do? I go to bed really early when I can. Not like I go to sleep early, but I'm in bed by like 8 if I have the opportunity to. And that's just because I have kids. I wasn't like this before I had kids. I was up a lot later, but these days, I go to bed pretty early. I also love drinking tea, so maybe that's an old person thing? I don't know. Next question is, do you have a hidden talent? I mean, like I said, I sing pretty well, I guess, and I guess you wouldn't know that looking at me, so sure, that's my hidden talent. Next question is, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Haha, hopefully still on BookTube. I just started, so I'd like to still be doing this in 5 years. I don't know, with my family, obviously, with my 2 kids, maybe a 3rd kid, who knows, and hopefully in the career that I want to be in. Like I said, I just started my master's degree, so I'd like to have my master's degree and hopefully be in the career that I want to be in and really just growing in that. That'd be nice. Next question is, share an item and tell us its significance. I'm not much of like a materialistic person other than like books. I guess I'll just, like I said, hold up this mug. This was really nice mug. My wife ordered it for me when I graduated because she knows I love coffee mugs, and it says cool hat and it's got a graduation cap on it. So yeah, this means a lot to me. I like that. And the last question in this tag is to tag some other people. So I'm gonna go ahead and tag Andrew from Andrew's Wizardly Reads, Pete from The Ponderings of Pete, and Jonathan from Words in Time. I'm gonna go ahead and tag you 3. If you've already done this video and I missed it, sorry, obviously don't do it again. And if you don't feel like doing this video, you totally don't have to. Totally optional, but you guys can do it. And if any of you are watching and wanna make this video, consider yourself tagged. But again, thank you so much, Fina, for tagging me in this video. I really enjoyed making it. And thank you guys so much for watching and listening to me ramble about myself for a change. So yeah. But again, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell because I do post videos every Tuesday and Friday and sometimes on other days if time allows and if I feel like it. Lord knows I'm busy these days, but I like posting extra videos when I can. Thank you so much for watching. Don't be a stranger, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!